Yeah, we can just tell them then, I guess. We got links directly to the forums too.
Bingy swingy. It's your boy, the bingiest bongo in the land, YuuriVoice here, with my dear friends Queen Thea and Thulu. I didn't intend for that to be the opening, but here we are. Hi chat. I'm posting the things on the Twitter machine and on the Tumbly Bumbly. And here we are. And now I'm gonna just transfer on over to this. Look how nice that looks. That looks absolutely delightful. It's almost like it's the same assets. It's like it was meant to be. I love it here. Hi, friends. Apologies for my coughing. I'm on day, well, technically one. Day 1 of vaccine 2. I'm mostly okay. I just have an annoying cough right now. And I'm cold, so I've got a little blanket and some tea. Hi. We got some exciting stuff to talk about, but I'm gonna let y'all crawl in here, desperate as you are, for information.
I was gonna say, it's not that kind of stream.
It is not. It is not. Not this time. Yeah. So hi everybody. We're just vibing out for a little bit. Gonna let the people trickle on in. Hi. So yeah, the title speaks for itself. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and pin that version of it. I feel like I was supposed to do that in the first place, but I am a fool.
But you are our fool.
That's full. That's wow.
That's full.
That's full.
I like it.
That's cool.
Don't mind me. I'm frantically Googling what is happening with Google.
Yeah, so y'all might have noticed that Thea and my messages were getting deleted by Google moderation, daddy. I don't know what's up with that. We used to be able to link out to Twitter, but it was not letting us do that today. But that's okay. We got workarounds, baby. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, very, very odd, but it's YouTube. You already know.
Dangy.
You already know. So yeah, hi everybody. It's gonna be a pretty straightforward and quick stream. No additional shenanigans this time around. Mostly because I don't want to be talking for too long. Cause I'm coughing. So yeah, all right. We can go ahead and get started going on this and all the informations. So in a couple of months I will hit 100,000 subscribers, which is a big landmark coming up a lot faster than it seems. So Thu and Thea were like, hey, so what do you want to do to celebrate? And I was like, I don't know. And they're like, well, you see, what if we made a YuuriVoice zine? Like a real physical zine with fan art and all kinds of goodies and little YuuriVoice Easter eggs and nuggets. Something just to celebrate how far we've come. And that is pretty cool. And thankfully, my dear friends have headed up that project because I absolutely positively was like dead-eyed when they started talking about it, just thinking like, there's no way I could do this. There's no way. I'm struggling to like, what's something that I struggle with? I don't want to embarrass myself. Anywho, you already know.
No shade, but when we came up with this, there was never a single moment where we expected
We
Yeah.
like, we got this.
any of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop a hint, Yuri, in the chat, which you continue to slip on. But I digress.
Oh, that's funny.
What did I? Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I did. Hey, fun fact though. Complete sidebar here. Wow, it deletes links now.
It's not letting any links, but we're gonna have to get real creative. I know how to work around it.
Hold on. Let me see if. Let me see here if I can. Block links is not checked.
What is happening?
So what if I check it and uncheck it? No, it knows. It knows. That's so weird.
And it's coming from a moderator too, so it's like
this is new. Like this has never happened before because we always post links in here.
Yeah, all the time, like constantly.
All the time, every stream.
Like literally, it's also a pretty key ingredient of this whole fucking stream. So, listen closely to my instructions as we go through this. I also did link in the description. I linked the thread, I believe.
Yes.
Okay,
the
perfect.
link in the description is going to be our best friend.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because my alternate option was if it was only Twitter, I had made copy pastas around the application form links that we could have posted. But that looks like that's dead in the water unless I put like a space.
I wonder. Well, my question is, will they let us do it because it's a Google form?
That's a great question. I want to test that. We should probably talk about what the hell.
Yeah.
But yes.
All right, so.
Sorry, y'all. Technical issues.
Yeah.
With Daddy Google today.
That's Froggers. You are correct. YouTube did choose violence today.
It really did. Okay, so I guess would either of you like to give a brief synopsis of what a zine is for those who might not be familiar with fandom zines and stuff like that?
Yeah. So if you've been in some bigger fandoms, you definitely have seen these before. But essentially, a zine is short for magazine. And they've been used in fandom as kind of a collection of fan works where artists and creatives come together to create a physical book of art, written work, pictures of cosplayers, creative things, and then they are sold to the fandom as kind of a little collectible. And specifically for our zine, once we have figured out production costs and everything, we are going to be giving a portion of the proceeds to charity. Which, if you have a charity in mind, let us know. Don't spam the chat with it.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's part of the application, or we have alternate means of contact, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this specific scene is going to be kind of a combination of fan work and canon work in what I have been calling the YuuriVoice for the last 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So we to celebrate 100K subscribers, we kind of want to show what makes our community great, which is the combination of the stories and characters that we all love, and the work that the community makes. So half of the zine is going to be canon information. It's going to have a lot of canon art, stuff that you've seen in videos. Yuri is going to be writing some special things for us that will have never been seen before. So it's a lot of exclusive canon content. And then the second half is going to be fan work, stuff that is submitted by you guys.
Mm-hmm. And there's been a lot of questions about things. So I think the first one we should answer, because you just hit on the word, is fanworks. What sort of fanworks are we accepting? And writing has come up as one.
Yes.
We are not accepting writing for part of this zine. We will be accepting art, comics, cosplay, high quality images of other forms of crafts like yarn, jewelry, clothing, etc. We have some plans for some writing in this zine. So we are going to withhold that from the applicants at this time, but there's lots of other options.
And also, part of our rationale for not asking for writing is because since there will be canon writing in it, written by Yuri himself, we don't want there to be any confusion between people not being able to tell what is canon and what is a fanfic or like just fan writing.
Mm-hmm.
So we want the people to pick up the zine and be able to, if they read something that's written, they go, oh, that is canon content for these characters.
Yep. Another question that came up a lot, and we actually just discussed it right before this stream to just nail it down, is there an age requirement for applications? And the answer is no. This zine is completely safe for work. So submit away. Submit your applications. There's information in that thread linked in the description. Also, the pinned thing, if you go to there, I could try to make an application link here. It's probably going to get deleted unless I get fancy. So I highly recommend you go to that Twitter account and look at the thread. Yeah, so no age restriction on that. But it is an application process, so you do have to apply. We will review and accept or not and let you know what's going on. So we'll tell you either way.
I guess this is a good point to talk about the forms. And where to find those. So in the pinned message and in the description, there is a link to a brand new YuuriVoice team account that is moderated by myself and Thulu. And it's kind of the secondary account for any time we have big projects like this that Yuri isn't in charge of, or like we don't want to distract from Yuri's normal content posting. So on there, that will be where we'll talk about deadlines for the zine, or if we do anything else, that'll come afterwards. So please go follow that. There is one thread there now that is kind of that was our announcement thread. In there are 2 Google Forms. One of the Google Forms is the contributor application form. So for this one, you do not have to have any art made right now. This is just the application for if you want to make art for the zine. If you want to create brand new art for the zine, that is where you apply. We just ask that you have an idea of what you want to submit and can give us links to your current existing work. It does not have to be YuuriVoice related. We just want to see
an example
of your work, of your style, the kind of quality that you provide. Those applications are open until May 1st. I'm going to reiterate, you do not have to have anything made by May 1st. You just have to have the application in. And then we have, the schedule is actually in that application. But you will have much longer time to make the actual piece of art.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
Before you jump to the second one, should I go ahead and try to link the new contributor form and see what happens? Let's see if Daddy Google will like us if we do this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is to apply to contribute new fanworks. It's this form, which is a Google form. So please love us, Google. Let's see.
We'll see if that link stays.
Let's see.
Please, Daddy Google, it's to your own site. Please. And also, we are keeping track of your questions, so don't worry about spamming them.
There it goes.
Oh, it got.
Yeah, oh, it's gone. Yeah. So, alternatively, I could try to break the link and do that.
No. How about this? Let me just drop it in the description as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Contribute.
Yeah. So
here, I have both things. I'll paste it in our worky chat if you wanna just drop it in there. There's the copy pasta for both. Google is not having it today.
Oh, look, right there's perfect. Okay.
Yeah, if you clicked it fast enough, it's good. It's just there was a lag between when we post it and when their Google moderation's deleted.
That's super annoying. Makes me wonder if they're doing that to try and force people into using super chats rather than Streamlabs. Oh, we want that 50%, yo. Okay, if y'all if you refresh and check the description, it should be there now.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And Band-Aids, the examples of your work but in link form, that's not required. You should be able to submit without that.
Mm-hmm.
That is just there for the option. Like, you can either upload art or you can give us like your Twitter link, or if you have an online portfolio link, or your Instagram. That it's just the option of, instead of uploading a full image, you can just like be like, here's my dedicated account for this stuff. And then the key thing between being a new contributor and the other form is that for applications, this will be for new art, and when you are applying, when you become a contributor, one of the requirements is that we ask you to not post the work you are creating for the zine until after the zine is released. That way it's exclusive for people who buy the zine, and we're not just like, oh, here's all the content of the zine, it's just online already, sort of thing. And then the second form, if you're somebody who has already made YuuriVoice fan art, you've already done cosplays, you've already made a bunch of crafts and taken really nice pictures of them, that is what the second form is for. That second form is just a permission form. That is just you guys going, hey, here's this work that already exists. You have my full permission to use this. It is not a guarantee that we will use it. But it's kind of we want to include some of the beautiful art we've already seen before, and if we have extra space, then we would, if we have your permission already to post it, then we can go ahead and include it, and you will be credited.
Yep. And there's lots of questions. Let's talk about the tentative timeline, because that keeps coming up. So yes, applications are closing on the 1st. I'm gonna have it right in front. Okay, so applications close on May 1st. We're aiming to send out acceptance emails to everyone, or the alternative by May 7th. We're looking to have a creator check-in on May 29th, just to say, hey, how's it going? What's the vibe? You feeling like you'll be able to track to get done on time? Our final art deadline is currently set for June 19th, so there's lots of time.
You will have about a month and a half from acceptance to final day to make something.
Yep. And then in terms of the plan for when the zine will be available for purchase, the current intention is to, once if projections hold, we're anticipating having a stream to celebrate the 100K subs late June, early July possibly. And at that time we aim to open the pre-order process and provide links for folks to go snatch up their pre-order stuff. Shipping is then, it's to be announced. We're currently figuring out production, who's going to print the stuff, how to get that, the timelines around that. So that is not set in stone yet. But that is the timeline, and that is on the application form. We're also kind of putting together an FAQ document for frequently asked questions and answers and all that fun stuff. So it'll be in there as well.
Yeah, we will tweet the FAQ probably after the stream.
Right. We wanted to see if there was any questions we missed, and then we can include them in the FAQ.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this multiple times. Please follow the Team YuuriVoice Twitter account. That is where the majority of the information that you want for the zine will be at. And if you have any questions, you can DM the Team YuuriVoice account, even when we're not live. And that will be able to answer your questions there as well.
Yep. And we are watching that stuff like a hawk, so we will try to answer things quickly as we can to not impede you.
Yeah. And Libby brought up whatever charity we choose. DMing the Twitter account or commenting on our Twitter threads with suggestions, that is a place, like, if you're not applying to do anything, but you have a charity that you think would fit for us, DM us. Please do.
Yeah, we love to hear options.
For sure. And I'm not opposed to doing multiple even. Like there's you know, I'd love to know what, because it's a community project. I'd love to know what you guys would like to see us support. I know we're not going to be able to do all of them, but I'm certainly open to all kinds of suggestions.
And Band-Aids asked a good question. Would the artist receive the zine for free? So if you are chosen, if you apply to be a new contributor and you are chosen to contribute to the zine to create new fan work, you will receive a copy of the physical zine, a PDF of the zine, and one of the limited edition YuuriVoice enamel pins from the previous Patreon releases. That is what we are. If you are a contributor, you will get that whole package together.
In addition to having your information listed as a contributor in the zine itself. Aaron asked how many pages. We're anticipating about 40 to 50 pages.
Yeah, we don't.
And the zine itself it's going to be a 6x9 in freedom units. 6x9 inch. There is a translation in the application for the sizes and everything too. It would also be in the FAQ for metric, which is the superior system. But yes.
Ray 3.0, you do not have to pay to become a contributor for the zine. We've been talking about the application process. You just have to apply. And this kind of leads into what Lexi asked about, is there a quality bar? We want the zine to be pretty seamless, so it's not so much a quality bar, we just need the zine to be a cohesive thing. So it's going to be we're going to choose art styles that work with the entire zine as a whole.
Yep. It was asked earlier about kind of things around the submissions. If your application is accepted, a question came up: does it have to be a digital work, or can it be on paper? It can be on paper, but we would like to have that scanned for high quality means. And so the requirements that we're looking for is that we want images formatted at the very least to be 6x9 or 9x6, 100 DPI RGB. Encoded. That information will be on the FAQ. I don't think it is in the FAQ right now, so I'll put it in there. It's on the application form though, currently.
There's a couple about how many submissions. for submissions of existing work, so if you're just trying to toss work at us and be like, hey, you can use this, for that you can give us as much as you want. For contributors, there's actually a question in the application asking you how many you want to provide and the layouts. Depending on how many applicants, we might allow applicants to have like more than one piece if they are willing to do it.
And you brought up a good point too, and there's a little bit of a distinction about the size requirements are specifically for the new contributions. If we end up including existing contributions, then or existing art pieces or whatever, we're gonna figure out layouts and stuff for that. We might end up having like collage pages and whatnot. It just depends on how many new pieces of art and pieces of content that we're gonna put in the zine, if they will be included and how much would be included. So really the requirements around the quality, the sizes are around the new work specifically. Ideally, work across the board is going to be of a certain quality though as well. But it might not have to be like a 9x6, 6x9.
Scarlet Torture brings up a good thing that I don't think we discussed. It says, could contributing artists still give money for the zine even if they get it for free? That is a good question, and my first instinct is that I would want to create just a blank donation link.
Yeah.
We would use
that could work
to supplement the proceeds from the zine.
Yeah, if that's doable. Otherwise, I'm sure it wouldn't really be a big deal to like figure out, because we're gonna be in touch with contributors anyways. It wouldn't be too hard to just figure out who wants to do that and do the order and whatever. But yeah, that would also work really good if people just wanted to donate to the cause.
Yeah, and some questions that come up about the artwork itself. What does that encompass? For the most part, we're really looking more for the OCs in for the zine, because that makes a lot of sense to have the OCs. But correct me if I'm wrong. If we're looking for additional pieces of art, if it has like a YuuriVoice spin, it depends on how you do it, I suppose.
Yeah, Did we ever talk about that when we were planning?
We did not. So we're talking about it now.
Okay. Because I just didn't want to I didn't want to step on anybody's toes because I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, I got the gender bending question too.
I guess it depends. Because I am personally not opposed to doing like, I think if you tied in, so if it's like a fandom character, so say, Guzman or Aizawa or you name them, if you at least try to tie it into an audio or a theme, something, make it related.
You gotta do like the YuuriVoice spin somehow.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, then it's just it should be in a fandom scene for that.
Right.
Fandom.
I think that would be my thing.
Yeah, we do it live around here, baby.
Yeah. And also, because like if we hit our target goal for art and everything, using only OCs and stuff, then I probably would rather it just be a YuuriVoice thing. So much of it kind of just depends on the response. Right now, I'm not sure.
Also, I do need to make a clarification. Ghost Kid contributors that go through the application that are chosen from the application process will get a physical copy, a PDF copy, and a limited edition enamel pin. However, if you are submitting only on that second link, the one that is the for existing work, and you're just giving us permission to use something you've already made, for that one, that is because there's no guarantee that we're going to use that or anything, and that's we're currently leaning towards that. That one is just you giving us permission. There's no extra what is the word I want?
Compensation.
Yeah, it's the big thing about zines in general is that there's an exclusivity about it initially, that this art was created for this thing, and those people get compensated appropriately. If it's something that's just been already posted out into the wild, that doesn't really apply. But you will be credited if your work is used and you want us to feature it, and we do want to feature existing stuff that's out there.
Yeah. I wanted to make that distinction.
Is Echo considered an OC? Absolutely. That was on my list of questions, so thank you for bringing that.
If it is a character that was made by Yuri, it is an OC. If it is something that you can find elsewhere in other media, then it's not. So Guzma is not, Aizawa is not, Sidon is not an OC, but
yeah, Howl definitely is applicable.
Yeah, like Howl, Alphonse, Seth, Finn, Big Red, Echo,
Edmund, Snake Boy,
Astral Twink,
Wolf Boy,
like
Lonk. There's a lot of them. Yeah, because like you have a Link Sona, and that's been, that's like kind of Astral Twink for sure.
Yeah. Also, Luddy does bring up a good point that like, if it is a character that like the creators have asked, hey, don't make money off of our character, then yeah, don't submit art for them.
Right. And when we are reviewing the applications and whatnot, we will be keeping that in mind. We're going to be very diligent and very careful about what goes in, because we don't want to step on people's toes. Yeah. Will the stream be saved? Yes, there will be a VOD. It'll be on YouTube after. Absolutely. And we're putting together an FAQ that we'll post on that Twitter account. We can probably get a community post for that too, as well, on YouTube specifically. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't watermark your stuff, because you're gonna get like a big old spread in the contributors. Or maybe even on the we haven't really talked about how we'll do it, but I mean, maybe on the page crediting each. I don't know if it'll be like a credit page.
That's the plan.
Okay.
That's pretty much what all other zines do, is that they have a set of pages that are just for the contributors.
Okay.
We even did that on your birthday zine, which was just for you. So we're gonna look to do the same thing.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Gender bends. I'm not gonna kick them out of bed. Just tell us when on the application form what you're looking to submit, and we'll review it and let you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, please stop spamming questions or something.
Yeah.
We can only talk so much.
I've seen that question like 12 times already.
12 times, yeah.
If you've already made art and never posted it, then yes, go into the new contributor form. Sneak into that new contributor form. Work smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that. The only thing that you just need to keep in mind is that it should fall in the size requirements for new art for the most excellent quality.
Right.
Because we're gonna make stuff look good. So if I have to blow it up, it's gonna get pixelated, and that's not gonna be good. Sizing down, totally fine. Let's see here. It's not a second channel, it's a Twitter account. It's Team YuuriVoice on Twitter. It is in the description of this video, because Daddy Google doesn't like us today and won't let us post actual links for some reason. So we apologize for that.
Is it because we keep calling them Daddy Google?
I didn't do that until after they started deleting my shit. Now they're Daddy Google. But yeah, Jackie's got it right. Make your art large, as long as it's the right ratio. I can shrink it. That's totally fine.
We only ask for large so that when we scale it down to the right size, it doesn't get all pixelated and gross and icky.
Yeah. Pixelation makes me sad. Don't make me cry. I don't want to cry over pixelation. Let's see.
I saw a lot of questions about what if I don't have a single art style? Then if you have multiple examples, show us all of the
Yeah.
examples.
Give us your examples. What are I don't know if I can remember if you talked about it. What are the limits on? I think you changed it on the forum. How many things they can submit in the examples?
So you can submit. You can upload 5 images, like upload 5 files that are up to 100 megabytes each. And then we have a second option where you can just send links. Links is going to be the easiest way, but you can upload up to 5 files per submission. If you are doing the new contributor application, please only apply once.
Yes. We can see if you apply a lot, okay? And we'll go, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? So, yeah, but that's Team YuuriVoice over on Twitter for information. And again, we are compiling an FAQ. It's mostly done. I got a couple things I need to add to it, it sounds like. And we'll get that posted out on Twitter as well as on the community tab for the channel. So yeah.
Were there any other pressing questions that we may have missed or that y'all haven't thought of yet?
Besides cupcakes or muffins.
This is now your opportunity to spam the question that didn't get answered. If we legit missed it, this is your chance. Yeah, I'm really excited. This will be the first piece of first published thing. That's pretty cool. And with the little bits I'm gonna write for it. The first time my writing's ever been published in print. That's exciting.
So, for the big important question, is this zine safe for work? This is a safe for work only zine. We are not accepting NSFW contributions.
Like, we're not even really looking at spicy light either, because that can be dicey, especially since we don't have an age restriction on people who can apply to be a contributor to the zine. It would be a little sus if we had spicy content in there, so that's not happening. That's a no. As for the cover, we are looking to commission the cover, so we're not looking for submissions for the cover art at this time.
Yeah.
Oh, are you looking for any art to specifically accompany the written pieces? That is a Yuri question.
That is a great question. I think I will probably commission the pieces to go with that because they're gonna be some. I want it to be bits. I got some ideas. That's all I'll say.
That's fair. Sewer, if you are accepted as a new, if you're submitting, you submit as a new applicant. This is new art just for the zine, and we say yes, you're in. You will get a copy of the physical zine that you can touch, that you can lick. You can do whatever the hell you want with it, but that's part of your compensation, as well as a PDF and a limited edition enamel pin. I'm sorry, I'm feeling feisty today in a good way. Like, I'm not.
That's all right. Oh my god, what if, bro?
Please don't lick your zine.
Don't lick your zine. It's your zine. You own it, though. You can. I can't tell you what to do.
I mean, you
with
can, but like, I don't know how the structural integrity of the paper we're gonna choose.
We gotta finalize the printer. Can we draw ship art? Depends. Put it in the application. We're not looking for. I do want to make a specification here. We are not looking for listener OCs in this. Because by nature we want the listeners to be ambiguous, and then putting a face to a listener OC takes away from that, so we're not looking for that at this time.
And then but if you want to draw, like, if you want to do a group shot of all of the boys together, that's okay. That's
absolutely
cool.
100%.
In reality, if you have an idea, apply. Send the application. We ask for people's emails so we can ask for clarification if we don't understand what you mean. So, yeah, just apply. It does not hurt to send the application, and we can email you for clarification if we need clarification on what you want to do exactly.
Yeah.
And we have no genre requirement.
Honestly, we would prefer variety because variety is the spice of life.
For Sewer in the chat, you could opt out of receiving this the zine if you were a contributor. That would be fine.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It will be safe for work though. There's not going to be any spicy stuff in there at all.
Yeah. It'll just be like cute anime boys.
Yep.
And
cute anime boys for the devil.
When we send out the acceptances, that is when we will ask you for like your preferred addresses to mail things, or if you want the physical version, and blah 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 blah.
Right.
And
I get it, because I do understand people not wanting to receive physical copies, but a PDF will be an option as well.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Does Hall count? Yes, absolutely.
And because Lexi had asked it, we are going to do. We're not going to look at applications until after the 1st. And then we will probably do just one big group sit, and then you will receive an email by the 7th. Yeah.
Oh, Panic. Yep. So you asked for examples of your work. Does it have to be YV fan art? No, it can just be examples of whatever work you've done. That's totally fine. Just to give us an idea of your style, or maybe your various styles, as it were.
Also, I did see a good question about for the form if it needs to be your legal name. For this current form, your preferred name. That is just for when we email people back. I want to be emailing you with your preferred name. If we need, we're not asking for like your mailing address or your like the name you need on letters yet. That's not yet.
No, not yet. Questions around is it cool to have like pan flags, stuff like that? I don't have any issues with that. Just put it in your application and we'll review it.
Luddy said, if I said in the application that I want a preferred X character piece, but it's okay anyone that counts. I think, do you mean like I want to do a specific character? Then yes, you can if there's a specific character you want to do, there's no like, we're not like having people, we don't have like a quota and we're not going to make people do a certain thing. And then if you change your mind, you're like, oh, I wanted to do this, but I got inspired and I did this. That's also fine. Like, I'm not gonna be like, no, you said, because as an artist, I do be known.
Yep.
Sometimes you're like, man, I really want to go do that character, and then that other character's like, hey, what's up?
I'm also here. Hey, baby.
you thought.
Swoods asked, does YV himself count as one of the boys?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's cute. I would like that.
It would be really nice, yeah. I
that would
down
be
with
cute.
that. There was a question. I'm drawing up. Hold on, let me scroll up here. I know I'm missing a question here. Emma had asked, so we can submit any art. Yes. Yes.
Or
can.
yeah, you can
for
submit
the application. It's
for
just
the
to get an
application.
idea of your style. Yeah.
Hey, Jamkey, your question that got eated, you want to try asking it again?
Yeah, I don't
Because
remember what it was.
the anticipation is killing me.
I didn't see GMP ask a question.
Yeah, I got eated.
No, I don't. Oh,
Sorry.
go ahead. I was gonna.
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
You go.
All right.
No,
Silent Paradox asks, is there a limit how much art you'd want or we can submit? We don't know how much interest there's gonna be, So I say if you got it, send it. And then we'll figure it out as we go. I would much rather have too much than too little. Because then it becomes a problem. But if we got too much, we can absolutely take a look at the body of everything and figure out what there's room for.
Oh, you broke up for a second. We can put him in the Hunger Games simulator.
Oh my god.
A couple people ask, can you submit? Yeah, and for submitting multiple works, if you are applying to be a contributor and you are willing to do multiple pages, we have a question there that asks how many are you willing to do and like what formats you want them to be in. And then when we send out approvals, we will say you are cleared to do X amount of pieces in these dimensions.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I absolutely love this question from Scarlet Torchic, and it makes me have a little like light bulb moment. Will references of all the boys be on the team's Twitter, or will contributors be emailed the references? How about this? How about we're doing it live? I make a fresh folder on Drive or something.
Yep.
Put like the latest boy art in there.
Yep.
For the OCs.
Yep.
And put a link somewhere.
Yep.
Either that, or if you have room in the FAQ doc.
I feel like it would be I can put it in the doc. Too.
Maybe link it in the doc.
Like link it out from the doc.
Yeah, perfect.
I will do that.
I like that. Yeah.
So we've got a folder with make note links.
But also don't ever feel like it has to be perfect either. I say this a lot because I get the fan art question a lot. I like seeing people's interpretations and takes as well. So Jackie's big question, which is a very good question, was going to ask if there were going to be little extras like acrylic keychains and stickers and such, and if so, do we apply specifically for that? Man, I would love.
I wish, but it makes me cry thinking about it.
We will see how this one goes, because trust and believe that if a day ever came where such a thing was possible, we did consider doing like bundle versions that had special stuff that I already have, like we mentioned the leftover pins and stuff. But I think just for this is a big thing to tackle. For this time around, keep it straightforward. But if it goes well, I'd love to explore stuff like that for sure. But
yeah.
This is a big question.
It's our first time, Peach.
Yeah. If this one does really, 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 then maybe we will one day. But also, so this is a good question a couple people brought up. About are we accepting artists from out of the U.S. and will we ship the zine outside of the U.S.?
Well, I will. I go ahead because I have a thought on that too.
I will say if you are chosen as a contributor, then I believe yes. We will. If you are chosen as a contributor as a part of the zine, we will make sure you get copies.
Yeah. I would literally pay out of pocket to make sure that you got one.
If we put you in it, you will get a copy. We will do what we have to do to get you it.
Yeah.
As for physical shipping for non-contributors, to be announced. We got to look into that.
We will investigating
we're investigating storefronts for this. It came up earlier if this would be on the Teespring. No, probably not. It's going to be a totally separate thing. There's a few different storefronts that I've been looking at to figure out where that's going to be. Yep.
And this has kind of come up a couple times if people are asking, can there be alternate versions of the boys and stuff in like different clothes and stuff? Yeah, like
give them to me.
Like, we're not asking. Your work does not have to be like. We're okay with gender bends. We're okay with alternate, like, we're okay with AU situations. Just put it in the application.
Right.
Yep.
Just tell us that's what you want to do, and that way we can like organize it better. That we go, okay, well, here's a clump of tannin-looking fin, and here's a clump of bunny fin.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell us out what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what? Cause I'm feeling super charitable and nice today. But Maria, I don't want you to cry. But hello, anyways.
Oh gosh.
Feeling I'm in a giving mood today.
Zine, absolutely there will be a digital copy available for everybody. It's just a question on the physical.
Yeah, and
we have to figure out the logistics side of it.
I know, because because it's tricky. I learned this the hard way with the pins and stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, there will be no money left shipping internationally. So then it becomes like how do you then break down like what goes to printing costs, and then the charity stuff. I think it would still be doable. We just have to know ahead that, like, you know.
The digital version will be cheaper.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Thea. I was waiting to say something. What do you mean by photo edits? Are they your own assets? Are they stock assets? Like what? Yeah, it's gonna know more about that.
No, there is not an age restriction. The zine is completely safe for work, and it's not a for-profit zine. We're donating to charity, with the profits. So, if you just apply, feel free to apply. Also, if you, Libby, you submitted before I actually put the question about to describe it, so you didn't mess up. That was on me. I will message you later. There are 4 people submitted to the application form before I realized that I forgot that question. So I made it easy.
Whoops. We got the spirit, you know.
Let me tackle this one. Contributors be able to pick the additional pin. So here's the deal. I have 2 pins that I released. The Alphonse Pocky pin and the Headphones Recommended pin. Those are the 2 that I got. And I have plenty of to give contributors if they want. That's what I've got. Bless you if you literally already have them because you signed up for those when they were a thing. Otherwise, I don't have any other special goodies. I do have, I'd probably include, the YuuriVoice business card, which is really cool. And maybe sign it or something. Just neat things. But yeah, you would be able to pick if you wanted the Alphonse one or the Headphones Recommended one. Yeah.
Headphones Recommended one is the more rare one, too.
Yeah. Ooh, super exclusive.
I like.
Thank you, Tia. Aaron, I'll expand on that a little too. So the shipping, I would anticipate that there would be shipping costs, but in terms of international, depends on if the storefront can calculate that and how that's done. It requires some narrowing down. It requires some thinky thoughts and investigation that needs to happen. We're working on it.
Also, if people, I see a couple people who are like, hey, can I submit a new form? If you messed up your form the first time, submit a new one, but also please send a DM to the Twitter account to kind of tell us which one, to be like, hey, I'm submitting a new one, and try to give us or in the new application say that, put somewhere, I messed up, this is the one to use. Make sure we know it's which one to use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're super laid back. We are not anal retentive at all. In terms of us in our own shit we are, but when it's working with y'all, we're chill. It's totally fine. Just message us. What was that? Oh, there was one about is a shirtless character with champagne. Might be a little too spicy for this.
I know. I already know the one. Probably too spicy, which is a shame because that is a delightful piece of artwork.
It's a damn shame.
But yeah, I think just for the sake of playing playing nice with the printers and keeping everything as safe for work as possible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You edit it and put him in a robe.
Yeah, exactly. Put a honey, sweetie, you're gonna get cold. Here's a shirt. God
Okay,
avocado.
so I will caveat with this. You can red shirtless because canonly he exists like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess. It's
That's
like
fair.
here's the rule. Anime rules apply. Just don't put nipples on them. Don't put nipples on anyone. It's fine. I'm kidding. Don't listen to that. God avocado. For new drawings, where do we send them? That would be if you're an accepted applicant. So go through, if you want to submit new art for the zine, go through the new applicant form, or new contributor, or do whatever the fuck we're calling it, pardon my language. And then if you are accepted, we will provide further instruction on how to submit art to us.
That be, you could absolutely draw Al and Seth.
Just don't make it.
So long as it doesn't make my bingle tingle.
Okay, that's not a fair metric, because there's some things that shouldn't make your bingle tingle that do. So,
I mean, what?
And there are things that should that don't.
that don't. So that's,
What is wrong with us?
just PG, not even PG-13, like just PG-ish. No.
Also, in a completely different note, Lexi just mentioned it. I did just open the Twitter account. You should be able to message even if you're not following. Though, please follow the Twitter account.
Oh, maybe God avocado. I think I might have misunderstood you. So for the new art, yes, you provide examples of existing art. Whether that's totally fine. So like if you went to the new art and you gave us examples of existing art, that's fine. We just want examples of what you can do, and then we'll look at your application and go, okay, you're in, or that's fine. And then we'll say, hey, time to make a new piece, and then there's a process for getting that to us. Yeah. And then if there's any confusion too, like, please let me know, or let us know on the Twitter or by email or in the chat, since we're here. Let's see. So Alex B, for OCs, anyone, you can draw them in all outfits. Totally fine. Yep.
You just have to let us know that's what you're doing.
What you're gonna do. Yep. Because for example, you're like, I'm gonna put them in an all outfit, but you don't really tell us about it, and then we get a submission of like Big Red like wearing a hot dog suit. Okay, that'd be pretty funny. I'd be like, what? Where did that come from? Nail art, absolutely, Skella. I think that would be rad.
You would just need to make sure that the images are high quality. But yeah, that's an option. Send the application, and we've already gotten some unique submission applications that I'm excited about.
Yeah.
So also, just because if it's kind of come up, if you don't have examples of art, you can still submit your idea. The problem you run into is that we are trying to make sure that the quality of the zine is kind of even across the board. So if we can't judge it, if we need more art, it might be fine without us knowing. But we do want examples, just so that we have an idea of what we're going to be getting.
Yep. And for vet, nope, we're not doing writing at this time, because there's going to be some prose stuff that Yuri's going to do. So we're just going to leave the writing to him.
Yeah, we had to talk about this, because I very selfishly have been wanting to write some prose with the boys, And this seemed like such a cool opportunity to do that. So, you know, I did it. But seeing that there's interest at all does make me think that if this is a success in the future, I do want to be able to do that for sure.
Yeah, this is our first one, so we're gonna try to do it a certain way and see how it goes. Let's see. Fan art of Yuri, yeah, absolutely.
If you need to send in a second application, go ahead and send in a second application. Just tell us which one to use, and so we don't try to judge you based off of the first one.
Yeah, and then specifically if somebody had sent in like existing fan art form one, but they also wanted to do new stuff, is that okay for them to submit to in that regard?
Yeah, 100%. Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, if you have existing work, but you also want to make new work, fill out both forms.
Yep.
We would love it.
We love to see it. I think Gabe the Theater Rat doesn't need to be a character from so OCs definitely are great, and we talked about fandom characters as long as there's a Yuri tie-in somewhere. Please describe it in the application, and we will work with you.
Yeah, it has to be a character from Yuri's content. Don't just send us a random fandom character that we don't know about. Do not try to send us a different ASM artist character.
Yeah.
Don't do
that. That's a no.
Now, hold on. For clarity's sake, though, if it's an example of your work and you're looking to submit something original for the zine, then yes, that's fine.
Yes. Sorry for thank you for the clarification.
But I don't know if that's what they meant or not. But yeah. So that would be okay.
If it's for example of quality and your art style, then it doesn't have to be Yuri stuff. But to be in the zine, the actual piece in the zine needs to be Yuri related.
Oh my gosh! If we get a bunch of like Jake example art, I'm gonna vom. I digress.
I would say don't make any Jack art because he's literally about to look way different.
Yeah, he's about to get a makeover.
I would, though, if you had an idea for him, and it was really cool, then yeah. But that is something to keep in mind.
Fan art of collabs you've done.
Interesting.
That's an interesting question because I don't know how like the ownership of those characters works on your different collabs. So
right.
I would
for the sake of like permissions and stuff, I would just say no. Just because then I have to go track people down and ask for permission, and then yeah. So probably not. Unless, I mean, I guess for specificity's sake, I would not consider Bittersweet Chapter 3 that's coming out a collab project. There will be collaborators, but it is not a collab. That's my thing.
It's spearheaded a project, yeah.
Right.
Would Alphonse in a maid outfit be considered spicy? As long as it's not a spicy maid outfit.
So long as I can't see his grundle poking out from under the skirt, I think I'm okay. But
no,
oh my god,
no nipple imprints, no like, ripped
also
thigh highs.
Funny y'all bring that up. Trying to think. I feel like there were some other things that I had.
I'm trying to catch a bunch of.
Yeah. Also, it does not have to be just like drawn art. like we're also, if you are a cosplayer with cosplay pictures, send those, apply with those. If you like have made plushies or whatever and can send like nice pictures of plushies, or if you've made t-shirts or something, like stuff like that, you can send that as well, like as long as it's like good picture, high quality pictures like that.
Yeah. Oh, somebody asked about does traditional art, does it have to be traditional, or does it have to be digital art versus traditional? You can do traditional art on paper, as long as you're able to scan it. We want a high quality thing of it, or if it's something like a craft sort of project, like Theo was saying, and you can take a high quality picture of it. It's just when you have art on paper, it's best to scan that.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to remember that when we put it in the zine and then it is printed, it's going to lose quality there.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that it's the best form it can be when it makes it to us.
Yup.
Yeah. I love Art Sinelli. I probably butchered that. Make 2 versions of the maid outfit. Yeah, you know what? That's what layers are for.
That
layers.
is true. That's true. Y'all.
I am going to say this. Phone scanners are not going to be the best quality.
No, they're
if you do not own a scanner, a lot of the times there are like libraries might have good scanners. There are a lot of office supply stores that have high quality scanners that you can go to for like a small fee.
Mm-hmm.
Or like if you're in college or high school or whatever, have access to like a computer lab somewhere, then like those places might have like higher quality scanners.
I don't want to get into that with the class. This is not printing and how the colors work on print media 101.
Yeah, I am going to hope that people who work in digital art will be aware. Also, any issues that we have when it comes to formatting and printing, that will be discussed one-on-one with contributors while we are making the zine. That is not something that needs to be worried about right now.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about that.
No, none.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
None about nothing at all.
But yeah, this is very exciting. Let's do we're gonna do like one more call. If you got any other questions related to the zine, anything you need clarification on, any of that.
Yeah. Melo, we do not need to see your Yuri fan work to know for the application. We just need to see what type of work you make. If you are wanting to give us permission to use Yuri fan art in the zine that you've already made outside of applying, then use the second Google form. Don't use the application, use the permission.
We talked about this before. Did we? Veppy asked, "What's the zine going to be called?"
We haven't.
We gotta figure that out.
Our conversation was, do we want to just call it the 100K subscriber zine, or do we want to be artsy about it? And then all of us went, we want to be artsy about it, and then we never figured it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure out something.
It'll be good, whatever it is. I'm excited because also the plan, knock on wood, bang on keyboard, is to have this perfect bound, which means that the zine will have a spine, which means that we can actually put the name of the zine on the spine. So that it'd be better to have an artsy one there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, also just because we might have mentioned it, but for people who are not going to be contributors and are just excited for the fact that the zine is happening, we are planning on opening pre-orders when we have the 100K celebration stream, which will be late June. So when we have So when we have that stream, that's when we'll open pre-orders. The site will be open to order and everything. We don't have a price point yet, just because we gotta figure out shipping costs, and then printing costs, and then how much, like, obviously we want to have a decent chunk of money to donate to a charity. So but before the 100K zine, we will be able to tell people what it's going to cost. And there will be physical copies, which may or may not be limited to where they can ship, and then PDF copies that everyone can get. The PDF copies you will be able to order for a long time. It'll be a limited storefront for the physical.
Oh, I had an idea, but I'm gonna say it offline.
Yeah. Also, we can't say how selective the application is, because it just depends on how many applicants we get. We're not going to say out loud how many pages are going to be fan pages, just I don't want people to worry about it. But we know how many pages we want to have for contributors, and if we get enough that we actually have to pick and choose, then cool. If not, people might get more than one art piece.
Yeah. It really all depends. We don't know. First time we ever did something like this. Well, that's not exactly true, because you guys did this for my birthday, but
that totally doesn't count.
Well, it is a different ball game when printing is involved. It gets in
the format is all different. Yeah. Art Snelly. Yes, there are preferred dimensions, not for the application for your example art. You can submit whatever for that, but there are dimensions in the application for what the final art pieces should be. Yep. It'll also be in the FAQ.
Yeah. Also, yeah, the difference between this and the birthday zine was done in Google Docs.
Yeah, I'm gonna properly use like layout software and stuff this time. My little art brain gonna do it.
Aaron
properly.
just said, "Oh, just curious. Yuri mentioned that he will get the pieces for the writings commissioned. Would it be possible that one of the artists who applied will be the one commissioned?" That is purely going to depend on the vision Yuri has for those writings, and whether or not the people who apply have commissions open.
That's true.
Oh, thank you, Rox. It was like Thea and I were like both manic, like we have to get this done, and just throwing stuff into.
You don't understand how many people I DM'd on Twitter that day. I sent so many Twitter DMs.
Yeah, I'm excited to like, properly design something though.
I have never just slid into people's DMs, and that night I was just like, this isn't for romance. This is for art, which is infinitely more important
and infinitely more romantic.
Infinitely more romantic. Asking for permission to use your art.
The red shorts still haunt me. I was joking that I'm gonna put a page of just me as Howl in the in the red shorts and just like take up an entire centerfold for my ass.
Oh my god.
Tanya, gaze upon me.
Aaron, there were technical difficulties with that stream. Eventually we might have a highlight of the zine. Maybe.
Yeah.
We just had technical difficulties that night with the actual stream it was on.
Yep. Let's see. Dang, there was something was asked and I forgot.
Roll up.
Oh well. I'm just reading. Yeah, I'm excited, Skella, like, and get to properly do the things.
Fun fact, I was gonna bring this up when you like referenced my inability to post on TikTok on time. The one thing that I had remaining in my drafts the last time I posted was Alphonse's introduction clip. Like, literally the first interaction he had with the listener, where he's all like, I'm an upstanding member of the Neighborhood Watch. And it's doing numbers. It's doing better than just about everything else. I feel like TikTok has started TikToking it. So that's kind of cute.
I love that.
I also wanted to tease a few things. A little special thing for everybody who hung out this long.
Oh my god, please.
There's a few things, because there's some things that I received today that you don't even know about yet. I don't even know. Where do I start? I'll start with the surprises for everyone. Glasses Boy PNGs have been completed.
Wait. Is it in a place that I can see? Is it in a place that I can see?
I think so.
I'm going right now.
The excitement.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, she's gone.
Oh my god. I also wanted to tell you guys that I have a whole plot planned out now. I have a whole thing planned. What else do I want to say about that? I don't think I want to say anything else about that. I think that's that. And then I also tomorrow's video is a lot. I don't even know how to non-spoiler synopsis. It is a YuuriVoice 2021 preview video. It features deep lore, artwork that you have not seen. It confirms theories that I've seen like one person get right. It reveals an alternative look for a certain character, sort of. And it also reveals a fandom character.
Oh. No. Oh no. Sorry.
I shared the art with you.
Good.
Fuck.
And I gotta say, I absolutely have to say that Thu lost her mind editing this video. She popped off so hard. She did shit that I didn't know she could do. I never thought we could make a video like this.
I was trying to be real sly about it too. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get those assets like how soon? Like what, what's going on?
I knew you were gonna do some cool shit. I didn't know the ceiling on it. I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
I was given good materials to work with from all involved, so I gotta give credit where credit is due.
So it's gonna be the new channel trailer for a hot minute.
Oh, that's exciting. I didn't know that. Yay!
Yeah, why the fuck do I have a demo reel? I ain't demoing for anybody. They can suck my dick. You want a demo reel? Bitch, here's a YouTube channel with 1,000 subscribers. There's your demo. Email me.
Oh, I think we were asked to rate. I don't know if anyone responded. Asked to rate Glasses man. He ain't Glasses boy. On a 1 to 10 scale, he breaks the scale with his everything. I can't say too much.
I had to click out of that channel because that second image, I can't. I can't.
Like, this character was designed for Thea, I feel like.
I'm always in danger of the fact that Yuri and Jackie know what I'm into. Like, it's just, that's, like, people are like, oh, it's like must be so great to be like super close friends with Yuri and stuff. Like
no, the attacks are constant.
It's constant attacks. It's constant like literally it'll just be a DM being like, hey, I need you to go listen to this, or I need you to go look at this, and then it's just like they're just waiting. I am not good. I'm not.
Oh my god, I just had a thought.
Yeah.
Because we're including art, like canon art, in the thing, maybe. If we put him in there, then I will lick the zine. I don't care.
God.
No one's gonna stop me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Also, I just had like a really weird thought. Y'all, it's probably gonna be like us handling the shipping and logistics for these zines. So like our hands are gonna touch your zine. I hope you appreciate that.
That's fair. And no,
I
y'all
won't lick your zine though.
Y'all won't y'all will not be seeing Glasses Boy tomorrow. I can confirm that that's not one of the things you'll see tomorrow. But I am inspired and I have a very clear view of what needs to happen. Do I drop one more nugget? It's a nugget that will always get asked. And for once, I want to feed them and be like, now ask me nothing. Ask for nothing ever again.
I'm afraid what you're going to say right now.
I will say that Glasses Boy is in the Bittersweet universe.
That's the nugget.
Delicious.
That's delicious food.
Because people will always be like, oh my god, is insert new character going to be in that universe? And it's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, he fucking is.
Oh, no. Wait, there's implications here. Oh, no.
Swood's asked if there's a name. Not confirmed yet, but we have some ideas. So.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet, but as I have started to realize who he is, I will be much more keen to give him a name now. Oh man, it's gonna be delightful. It's gonna be a great time. I even wrote a little dialogue for him today.
Oh,
and it's so spoilery. So I can't.
Yo,
but yeah.
The stuff that's coming out, there's so much good shit coming up.
There's a ton of good shit. I'm really excited.
Yeah, y'all not ready, honestly.
Yeah, tomorrow's video, I'm really excited. That's gonna be my like. I feel like it's very piece de resistance. It's like a new watermark. It's a new high is what I'm going for.
That is watermark, right?
Is it? I believe so, but I think the internet also changed what people think it means. But yeah, also a watermark is the level of the water. Yeah, that one. What's his general personality? He is a boss. He is a get shit done type of guy. He is a no nonsense type.
Like type A.
Yeah. And there's actually a reason that he's like that. But you probably won't get to that for a while. Oh, he's definitely yeah.
There was a character design stream for this boy.
And I went deep. Yeah, I went deep.
Yeah, that was a stream. That was a time.
Yeah, I think I was about to answer the same thing. Silent Paradox asked, can we still post any new art we make for the zine on our social media? I think we'll have like maybe a what's the word I'm looking for?
It's like a moratorium. We were gonna say 2 weeks post shipping.
It is in the application. And if you are chosen to be a contributor to create a new piece, a compensated contributor, part of the guidelines of that is that that the art that you're creating for the zine cannot be posted on social media until
Embargo. There you go.
And until after the zine has been shipped and everything. So we don't have a final date for that, but it'll be after people have gotten the zine.
Yeah. You can see how he looks in the character design stream. Did he have his own? Was it just him that day, I believe?
I think it was. Yeah, because there's a thumbnail and everything for it.
Yeah, if you go and look at
I would just link it, but I don't think it's gonna.
God, that's fucking.
I'm gonna test that. Hold up, because it's a YouTube link. Come on, let me test it. So I will get it. I'll get it. Hold on.
Will people be
at the very least, it'll be up there for like a second before.
I mean, if people broke the posting it publicly embargo, I mean, one, it's gonna already be printed at that point. That just makes them a dick.
Yeah.
So anybody who goes through the trouble to participate wouldn't do that. If it did happen,
I say we will make it very clear when we are communicating, and I will be keeping eyes out. When we accept contributors, we will be keeping track of your socials to check that you're not posting things.
Yeah. And on top of that, I imagine that you want to, as a social media guy who depends on follows and views for stuff, you would want to be part of the coordinated sharing of the thing, because I'll be retweeting, and the Twitter account will be retweeting. So if you wait for the concerted effort, there will be eyes on your stuff in a logical and helpful way, for getting eyeballs on your stuff and hopefully more follows and stuff.
Yeah, and so our plan is to do this legit, actual normal, like other big fandom zines.
Mm-hmm.
When we choose contributors on the Twitter account, we will announce the contributors. We will announce, you will get a spotlight on the Twitter account being like, these are our contributors. Go check them out. Go look at their work. And then when we are talking to the contributors, when we're talking one-on-one, we can then discuss okay, you can post work in progress. We can discuss what you can and cannot post in terms of work in progresses or sneak peeks and stuff. That'll be a discussion when we've accepted people.
Yep. Yeah, because ideally, you'd be able to do small little preview kind of things, but super sly.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out though.
Zai has been asking a desperately important question. Does Glasses Boy have a voice? Aizawa adjacent, probably. I'm gonna try to get in my bag for that one. He's not as because he's not how old is Aizawa? I never actually knew his canon age.
I'll look it up.
Anywho, Glasses Boy is supposed to be late 20s, maybe even early 30s. I have to do some math to make sense of some things. But he is
same as Aizawa, is 30, 31.
Okay, so yeah, he's grown. So he'd be sounding like that.
I like a grown-ass man.
Yeah, that's a grown-ass man. Yeah, I like to think probably vibing up in probably 28. He'd be looking 28, where he's still got if he didn't stay clean cut, he'd have some scruff. God, him looking depressed and having scruff would kill me.
Oh my god! Why are you like that? I mean,
y'all, and just wait, just the things that we're gonna be able to do. I am lit.
Okay, for the people who have joined and missed kind of the whole meat and potatoes of the stream, a zine it comes from magazine. It's in this context, it is a collection of fandom work put together, bound together in a book to become a physical thing for this, as of now, applications are open for artists in the community to apply to be a part of the zine, which will be a collection of canon art, canon writing from Yuri, and then fan art from the community, all bound together in a book.
The stream was derped out for a second. I hope that didn't last very long.
No, it's back. Yeah, I saw it too. Sorry, y'all.
Okay. Anywho, glasses, yes. I'll throw you one more nugget. He also has a protective side, but you wouldn't know it if you interacted with him.
He looks like he would fucking kick your teeth in for like stealing someone's lunch money.
Okay. Oh, I really like him. He was a big question mark to me. I only knew 2 roles that he had to fill, and I was like, I don't know. And then everything started to roll, and I feel really good about it. Yeah. I think that's everything that I can tease.
Sorry, I just decided to go look at the form, and over the course of the stream, we went from 13 applications to 43.
Holy
nice.
shit, y'all!
And I know there are some doubles in there because some people needed to fill it out. But thank you, Fred.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Please follow the team YuuriVoice Twitter account if you are able to. That would be super helpful as well. And we can communicate stuff there as well to you.
Yeah.
As mentioned, there will be an FAQ. We're going to take some questions that came up during this session and add those and get that out to y'all.
Yeah, it's I know we were a little worried about like if we would get enough applications to actually fill out a zine. So knowing that there's enough of enough interest that people want to participate and be a part of it is really exciting.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, Hex, thanks for calling. I haven't been on Discord at all this whole stream, so I have no idea what's going on over there. By the way, Discord
100% about.
About the okay. Discord, by the way, is a Patreon reward for the $5 tier. I will post a link for that.
If it's
talking about it.
It
is 18 plus.
Yeah, Mothman. We do have a number of people. We have a number in mind. We're not sharing that number just to not stress people out. But for the application, submit the application. Just submit once. Unless you mess up, you can fix it. But if you are willing to do more than one piece for the zine, there is a question where you can say that.
Scarlet Torchic asked a good question. For reference, what's my microphone? I have so many. And my main one is actually kind of ass ugly, and I would not use that in fan art. I think to get the best result, the Shure, SHURE, SM7B, I think that's the one to use. I have it on like a mounted arm thing. But honestly, you could make it work however. And I've gone from the Blue Yeti, I've gone from the Rode NT1, on, and so really it all works. Also, I don't mind being portrayed using an old-timey microphone, one of those ones with the like metal grill. I actually have a lamp of one.
You do?
I do.
Do you return it on?
No, I do not. It sucks. But I thought it was cute, and then it just sat there.
Baby Boop, can we apply for the non-art one? So in this scene specifically, what we are asking for is we are asking for either art, comics, cosplay pictures, if you do crafts like plushies, baked goods, like any sort of craft, resin art, whatever, high quality images like that, all of that sort of stuff we're looking for. We are not accepting written submissions, and that is because Yuri himself is writing exclusive work for this scene, and we don't want any confusion between the canon stuff and the fan stuff.
Oh. Shit. My last brain cell just fled. Ah, I forgot what I was gonna say. It was important too. Damn it.
Hey, this is completely off topic, and
Oh,
chat's gonna
God.
chat's gonna be confused. But please look at what I just shared in the group chat.
You can't. You can't.
Oh my god! What's really funny though, the crop is on his feet.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
Oh.
You should
Oh.
retweet it. So that
You should retweet it. Yeah.
so that the masses can see what we're talking about.
Good lord.
Yeah, sure. Oh my.
I remembered. Because there's other stuff. People might have missed from previous streams. Other upcoming stuff. Did you mention another boy? I don't remember if you did, because my brain cell is struggling right now. That is premiering soon.
No, they don't know. I don't think they don't know.
We talked about it in a previous stream.
Did we? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, Astral Twink, and we did decide on his name. His name is Faust.
Super
yeah.
Pink Moon. We talked about it last stream.
Super Pink Moon. You're right. That is, when is that? When? Is that Monday?
It's Monday.
Okay. Well, the script's written. I just gotta not. It's really easy for me to do my voices down here right now, so I kind of gotta wait for this shit to chill. So I can. He doesn't want to. It's not happening.
Yeah. So this is not completely. This just because it keeps coming up. But it is a good topic. Band-Aids has been asking about how you feel about minors listening to your content on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And so Ray has a good point.
Mhm.
YouTube's terms of service is you have to be at least 13 or older to use YouTube. So younger than that shouldn't be on this channel, or shouldn't be on YouTube at all.
Yeah.
Yep. And all of the spicy stuff is gated on Patreon. Which, it's 18 plus.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had any other comments regarding that.
Yeah, don't try to interact with me personally. Don't fucking DM me or whatever. I don't want to talk. We're not talking. That's weird.
I mean, there's days you don't want to talk to me, so.
Is that true? I'm just sleeping. I'm just sleeping. That's all that's happening.
Oh, the other thing too. So Astral Twink is coming. Knock on wood. And Mama Seth is casting call is still open through the first.
The Mama Seth casting call is still open. I think we've started to kind of bottom out in terms of the new submissions, but I also haven't checked, so let me go look. And I still have not listened. I'm waiting, much like we are with the zine, I'm waiting for the submission period to be over so I can just go in. 24 auditions.
Nice.
That's pretty dope. I'm excited, man. So, yeah, that is a thing.
Veppy zine question. If I'm a contributor and get the zine free, can I still be included and donate to the charity? Yes. We will either do something one-on-one with the contributors who want to do that, or we'll figure out a way to get like just a base donation link going as well. But we will have ways to do that.
Yep. I simped for Mama Seth's design too.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's great. I can't wait to write her. I have a very sometimes, like, early on with trying to figure out who Faust was going to be, I was just like, I just had, like, very vague descriptors, like, he's the bitchy twink. Like, that's it. That was all I really had. It made it hard, but then I had a big idea. With her, it's been easy because I got to think about, like, all right, well, who would Seth's mom be? Because Seth is so defined, you then get to follow that thread, like what his influences were. Like, he's a mama's boy, so what kind of woman is she? And what led him to be who he is, watching her and mirroring her a bit. So
I'm so excited about Bittersweet Chapter 3, just because, like, you're gonna be able to flex your writing muscles so much more because you have so many different
options. I know. Anytime I've been, like, definitely with even doing Alphonse and Seth, which you guys can speak to this, I have hated traditionally doing 2-character audios. You literally could not pay me to do it. Sorry, I was in the void for a second. I had to get rid of my blanket. But with those two, it's just so easy. And that's why the videos can be longer, because you actually get dialogue. It's such a unique way to write, having to write for an inserted listener, because you have to, your writing has to be bad, because no one actually asks so many guiding questions. No one actually repeats things back so much. Like, people don't actually talk like that. So being able to have a conversation is just so, it's so nice. And I've never, outside of, like, stuff I've written before YuuriVoice, I've never gotten to write dialogue and flex my chops like that.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, I know. I think it was the part that really got me. I struggled a bit writing the final part of Bittersweet 1, the cinnamon roll episode. I was like, I don't know. It still felt like I was trying to bend. But then I think it was the Christmas festival episode. I was just like, bro, oh, it's on. We out here now. Hell, even Seth's arrival in part 2 was, like, really nice. Of course, he didn't say much because he's just like, my face hurt. Hey, yo, Adrian.
No. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I'm excited, and you guys will see, in tomorrow's trailer, you guys will see some of what we can do, some of what Thu can do, man. I'm excited because, introducing kind of like motion comic elements is, you know, that's been where I've been trying to get to.
I'm glad that was what came across, because that was exactly how I put it, was motion comic is what I was going for in some of those shots.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, it's good, and I'm very excited about. So I hate fucking around with sound effects. I really do. It's why a lot of scripts sit on the back burner for a long time, because I'm like, oh god, I have to go find some very oddly specific thing. No. But for this one, we needed a certain sound, and I was able, like, I had an idea in my head, but I wanted to ask Thu what she thought. She literally said what I was thinking, and I was like, okay, I just want to go try and get it right. And I just found the perfect combination of things that not only does it serve its purpose, it fits the vibe really well. So it's this, like, great combination of, like, voice acting, artwork, editing, sound effect, all in culmination with the good. Very, very excited. And it's 3.5 minutes too. So I'm excited. I'm gonna.
Well, that's longer than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I definitely. I wasn't sure because I waited for the artwork to get done before writing, and then yeah.
You as well popped off.
The art is so good too. Like all of it. I was so happy to just have the opportunity to play with it. Like, ooh.
Oh man, it is gonna be fun. And then with Bittersweet Chapter 3, boy, just the possibilities. Because I have a bunch of scenes that I haven't even actually written down that I have thoughts on. Does Derek count as like it's someone you could put in the zine? Absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely counts.
Derek, Mama Seth counts.
And before, I think before, well, no, by the time that you guys see any of that, even the teasers, I think it's gonna be, y'all gonna have to work on zine stuff, so you won't see. You can see the design stream versions, which are very what we used. We'll have it'll be in that compilation of stuff. The reference art for characters folder.
I'm so
So Faithful Angel, I think I'm guessing you haven't been here for this time. There is no applying to the channel. The applications people are talking about are in reference to the fact that in celebration of the channel approaching 100k subscribers, we are creating a zine or a kind of a book of art essentially, and people are applying to be featured in that zine. As well as the other applications that are not applications but auditions that are happening, is that there are also auditions open for people to audition to be the voice of Mama Seth.
And I saw the question earlier, does Mama Seth have a name? Not confirmed yet.
Not confirmed yet. It will be confirmed before during casting. It'll be confirmed.
Yeah.
I just have to think about it. I think, so, fun fact, 12 days until the movers come and take all my shit out of my house, save for a desk and a computer and some chairs and a mattress that'll be on the floor. So I have a lot of recording to do, but after that, I will be writing a lot and also vlogging. I have a lot of things that I have to do. So we'll see how it all goes, but I do intend to have quite a bit of Bittersweet written soon. I basically, like, knowing how it went with chapter 2, where I just sat down and it was like, oh my god, 3,000 words later, there's the first one. It's probably gonna be really easy, because I have lots of inklings, but I haven't thought about it so hard, because like my process is kind of weird. I try not to go too deep into it, so it's like Christmas. I'm unwrapping a gift and I'm excited to write. So I try not to spoil or like over plan, which leads to me making a mess sometimes, but I'm excited. And yeah, the stream has gone on pretty long, so we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Any last minute questions for the zine stuff? Does anybody have any other questions that you need to know about the art applications and stuff? We will be, after this, we will be tweeting out on the team Twitter the FAQ. So please, even if you're not interested in the zine, please follow the Team YuuriVoice Twitter account, because that'll be, if we do any other big projects, that's where they will be. Any other community event sort of stuff, we will put stuff there.
And applications are open until May 1st. So, first phase. Yep.
If we do a comic, does it have to be a scene from the series? No.
No. Just tell us in your application what you're thinking a little bit.
Yup. Yeah.
Yeah, comics would be fun, because they would break up some of the... It would be fun to format those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Bunch of followers on the team Twitter account.
Thank you. Yeah, and then if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us there.
And I will, just because it has to be said, Yuri isn't going to be the one responding on that account.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not there.
He's not there.
Yeah, if somebody's like, hey, I sent you my whatever, please respond, I'm gonna be like, nah.
You will be sending stuff to me and Thu. If we apply, it doesn't have to immediately be a fan art. Yeah, you can just anything that shows your style and your quality. That's all we need. It doesn't have to be fan art. Scarlet, either or. If you want to DM, if you made a mistake and you just want to DM us, go ahead and do that, because we can take note of it.
Yeah. I don't know much about Procreate.
Gems to spare. If you want to make any changes, such as clothes, just put it in the description of there's a question in the application that's like, describe what you want to give us. Put it there.
Yeah, if anybody knows more about sharing Procreate artwork in the context of an application, feel free to weigh in. I don't know. I don't use Procreate, so I couldn't help you there. Yeah, thanks for asking all these great questions. A lot of
yeah, this is great. I'm glad we did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad. Cause I had wanted to do this yesterday, and I was out of commission. I was not feeling very good. But yeah, I'm excited, and I'll be promoting the shit out of it still, trying to raise as much awareness as possible. Probably link to everything in the pinned comment of tomorrow's thing. That's a neat idea.
Jackie is still works with Yuri.
We're looking for people to submit art to a zine.
This is completely separate. This is not related to channel art.
Yeah.
If at any point I need more artists, which as things grow, we'll see. But nah, this is just for submitting stuff for a zine.
Yeah, this is a passion project that Thu and I essentially just went, hi, we would like to do this. Give us permission, please.
Mm-hmm. Who's Jackie? I don't know Jackie.
I don't know. I only know Jamke.
Jamke. Jelinor.
What are you guys most excited for? My move. And you have internet. Hey. Yeah, we got internet there. I am basically, today after much debate, I shit you not when I say I've probably spent 8 hours thinking about what I wanted to use for my media center for the TV, and my coffee table. That's fairly accurate. I spent a lot of time trying to find the right stuff, and I found it. And then we figured out what I wanted to do with my couch situation in the living room. It was all quite a process, but
It was props to the Weed Man pamphlet helping with measurement.
oh my god.
So I went over. I'll explain that. So I went over to the house, and it was like a lawn care service left a flyer on the door, and they're called the Weed Man. And I was trying to get these measurements, and I had one tape measure, and so I used the pamphlet thing to mark a spot so I could like then do the next measurement. So like, thanks Weed Man, you helped me out today. Yeah, that's my story.
Amazing.
Oh, I gotta. Oh, I can't say it.
Oh
Jokey
my god.
Jamba Juice.
Jamba Juice. Jackie, I'm calling you Jamba Juice.
Rach asked how the vlog stuff is coming along. I have plans. We will see if those plans come to fruition. I actually do have a lot of voiceover parts that I have written out that I'm going to do. And I have a couple of plans for what I want to do in terms of getting shots and stuff. I did have a plan. I kind of have to adapt now. I only have a little bit of time because my family home I basically lived in all throughout high school. I got to give props to Mama YuuriVoice because in a very short window of time, she kicked out my Wicked Witch of the West aunt, cleaned the whole place out, got rid of all the shit, and sold it. And they close on the 26th. Thing is, I need to go get shots there because I haven't been in that house in 7 years. And I'd like to go see it one last time and probably get some video there. I also want to get a drone shot of my block I grew up on. Because I have things to talk about. I was really lucky and actually had a pretty cool neighborhood high school life growing up. I had, my friends lived on the same block and, running around and doing all that shit. Yeah.
Beep beep. You do not have to be 18 to apply to the Zine. The Zine is safe work.
Yeah.
Safe for work, and it's not a for-profit zine. Proceeds are going to charity.
Yeah.
I'm excited for bloggy stuff, so fingers crossed.
I'm excited too. I had been talking like, oh, maybe I'll do Pokemon cards during the Q&A or something. One, I'm glad we didn't because this has been such an intensive Q&A thing. Also, my camera is like, I need a quick release mount thing because right now to get it off of the gimbal that I use, I have to like completely fuck up my whole setup. And the way gimbals work, so it's like it works like a chicken head. It stays centered no matter where you move it. So you have to balance the camera on it. And to unmount it, I have to like fuck that all up. And balancing a gimbal, it's actually a lot easier with this camera. I don't know if I just vastly overestimated how much of a pain in the ass it was last time. But it's still a pain in the butt. So, yeah, I was not going to undo my camera to open cards. No.
It's not worth.
No.
But yeah, we're also very excited for the zine. We will do our best. This is new, but we're familiar with zines from like the other end of it, not running one. But it'll be fun, and we're good at researching shit, and we have people, so I'm excited.
The application is open until May 1st. You do not have to create new art to apply. You just have to send us examples of your existing work. if you are accepted to be a contributor, you have until like the middle of June to create something.
We're gonna do a check-in on the 29th is the date we're shooting for, and the final art for June 19th. So there's a bit of time. But if you do feel that is still tight or is gonna be stressful, just relax. You don't have to do the thing. It's all good.
Very true.
Yeah. Thank you all for having good questions. Questions to ask us. Sue and I are well aware that we are very intense. Let's go do things sort of people.
Yeah, lots of good questions. There were angles we hadn't even considered. The fact that we completely overlooked the whole, like, is it just OCs?
Yeah.
I had not even considered that. And you think I would, because I am the guy.
I thought of it like right before we started the stream, so I was like, oh well, we'll have to talk about that. But fluffy slushy art. This zine will go on sale. The date that pre-orders will be available is to be announced, but anticipating late June, early July for storefront to open up, and it's going to correspond with the 100K subscribers stream. So more to come on that. So feel free to follow the Team YuuriVoice account, and more information will come out as it's available.
Yeah, and we will be selling both a physical version and a PDF.
And a PDF, yep. And the PDF will be less expensive, of course.
Yup.
Or you could just get both. Get both, baby. We're gonna figure out a package for that too.
Yeah, it'll be. We do not know how much it will be. We're still trying to nail down a printer. So once we know for sure how much it's going to cost to print, we wish it would have been nice for us to have more of that, to know that more, but we wanted to make sure we had applications going so people had plenty of work on art.
Yeah, and gonna definitely look to price it competitively with zines of similar size and quality. So just gotta do a little more investigation. Skella has a great question. Will the zine only be available for a limited time? The physical zine, absolutely limited time. We're gonna figure out how many we need to order, and a little bit to wiggle room, and then that'll be it. There might be leftover sales, but the PDF we have to figure out based on the storefront. There definitely will be a cutoff for when we're going to make a donation to the charity or charities. But if the storefront can be evergreen for the PDF purchase, that probably will be the case. But that depends on the storefront that we settle on. Yeah.
That's a good question. For how fan art are they allowed to draw the other T&D characters? I probably wouldn't, just because it's sort of like the collaboration thing too. I just don't want to have to track down people and see. Yeah. Even though I have a feeling they wouldn't care, I don't want to have to.
Yeah, it's a YuuriVoice centric zine, not a T&D centric.
Yeah, but I would.
But
yeah,
like
Hal's okay for sure. Yeah, because that's my boy.
That's your boy. Yeah.
Because I have so much art of him.
Anonymous Rabbit. No, there will not be fan fiction included because Yuri is going to be writing. He's going to be writing stuff himself, so we don't want any confusion between the stuff that Yuri writes and the stuff that is fan fiction. And Skella, if there's leftover book, we'll have to see how much leftover there is, and also there's always the risk of quality, like there might be misprints and stuff, so we'll have to figure out, like, do we sell that at a discounted price or blah blah blah.
Yeah, like if all the pages are just my Hall cosplay for some crazy reason, like we'll sell those for like $2. But yeah, it just depends. But yeah, we got to figure out like how much. I'm trying to figure out the what the word is, but like enough extras. Like have the pre-orders, but then you purchase enough extra for shipping issues or quality concerns or so we have to figure out what the wiggle room is there. So there probably will be leftover sales at some point. That's how it goes with most other zines.
Also, if you have charity suggestions, like send them to the Twitter account, Team YuuriVoice.
Yeah.
Because we want it to be a charity that like is going to be representative of our community, and not just like, oh, we just decided to just throw it at this one. No, we want one that the community it makes sense for us to support.
Yep.
Nana, where would the character designs be posted again? I am going to put together a drive folder. I gotta figure out which all characters want to include. I know there's some other characters that art hasn't been revealed on yet, so we can't include those at this point. And then that'll be communicated out. It'll be in the FAQ that we're gonna post about, and it'll we'll tweet out about that stuff as well. Also, I'm gonna bug Yuri to do a community post as well with like FAQ links and whatnot. So you'll get it here or you get it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, if you have any questions, feel free to DM the Team YuuriVoice Twitter account. We do, and I will do our best to answer all the questions. So we have a couple. Zai, if you have a lot of charities, would you do like a vote or just pick? I'm gonna say will depend on if there's a specific one that like when we look at it, the team goes, no, it's going to be this one.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we might do a vote. It'll just depend on what we see.
I love Skella's question. I don't know. Maybe there will be.
Oh no!
And I don't know what song you're doing, so I'm just gonna hum to it.
I'm doing our Final Fantasy spoiler noise.
Oh my god.
It's all good.
And Scarlet, we are going to when we accept contributors, we are going to tell you how many pieces you can do, because we will we have a hard cutoff on how many pages we want the zine to be.
Right.
So,
and we are going to be doing a creator check-in. I want to just tack on that too. Like, we'll be doing a creator check-in, and so if people back out or whatever, then we'll reassess. But...
Is there any type of charity you're eyeing for? For example, kid-related, COVID-related, etc.
I have thoughts, but I want to see what people suggest first.
Renice B. Williams. Well, full description be released on Twitter with requirements. Sorry, I joined stream as of late. There already is a thread with everything in it.
Yep.
And then after stream, we will be tweeting a FAQ of questions that we got during this stream and the answers to those.
So we'll get that going pretty quick. And
it'll
be on the Team YuuriVoice Twitter,
yeah.
But Yuri also is retweeting that stuff too.
Yeah, very specifically, information related to the zine is going to be on the Team Yuri. Yuri will obviously retweet it, but if you want direct content, I would follow that Twitter.
Yeah.
Get it straight from the source, hot off the presses. Delicious, yum yum. We also like friends, so come hang out with us.
I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Appreciate you asking all them good questions. All the interest and hype, I greatly appreciate. And yes, my Instagram is YuuriVoice. Speaking of which, not to promo the social medias, I might go do a broader Q&A, like a content Q&A over on Instagram after this. Just for funsies, maybe. Yeah, so, keep an eye out. If you haven't followed me on the Instagrams, And you know, maybe I'll talk more about glasses and Faust, and you guys can hear me struggle to figure out what I'm gonna title tomorrow's video.
I didn't think about that. Oh no. Oh, never mind.
You're ruining the illusion because I just emailed people who like in the script email who are like, oh, like I'm sorry that I'm really bad at titling. And I was like, it's fine. Yuri's great at titles. Ruining the illusion.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I was wondering which you have to tell me which. Well, I guess I can find out.
Which direction
Which
I want to go in?
Which thumbnail are you gonna use too?
Oh, that is a good question. I didn't even think of that.
I thought of it for you. There you go.
Okay.
Probably the opening shot. Maybe.
Maybe. Wait, the one that doesn't just the.
We'll figure that out, or you'll figure it out. That's
Yeah.
not my problem.
I think it's gotta be. I think it's gonna be the second one.
Okay. That's good too.
Cause yeah, I think you gotta show the thing.
You gotta draw them in. You know.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
yeah, that one.
Also, Jackie, if you're still listening, I saw your Easter egg and it cracked me up. I don't know if anyone else will catch it, but I saw it.
No, trust me, if there's anything I learned about YouTube, you put the fucking spoilers in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
True.
You absolutely gotta put the spoilers in the thumbnail. I've tried being tricky before. No. People don't fucking click. So, spoilers gotta be in there.
You put the whole bussy out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You go for the throat. Especially because this isn't like a traditional like ex-listener thing. You gotta try other things. We'll see. I have thoughts. I think I know what the title will be. It'll be the way the premiere worked.
Well,
I think premieres are bad. I love the idea of them. I
do too. They're so clever. I love the whole like live chat thing, but like the viewership, it gets funky.
Yeah.
Now they busted with our links.
Yeah, Daddy Google is on my shit list.
Yeah.
Daddy Google is now Father Google. Father.
I'll also say the thumbnail is such a spoiler. I don't want it to be a premiere. It's gotta be like you just see it hit your inbox and you're like, wait, what?
What are they? Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna work when that drops. Sad.
Not Daddy Google. It's Father Google now.
Okay. I'm gonna run because I gotta go to Tinkletown. Follow me on Instagram at YuuriVoice, I guess, and maybe we'll talk soon.
And follow the team Twitter at Team YuuriVoice.
Yes, do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye everybody.